Welcome back to Sullivan Financial Partners and the Confident Retirement Journey. Today we're going to talk about 4 of the most common fears that we hear about getting ready to retire. Number 1 is we haven't saved enough. We see this pretty often when we're meeting with clients. They sit down and they go, Craig, you know what? I'm just not sure if I've saved enough to be able to do the things I want to do in retirement. And a very simple thing to look at is, have we been maxing out our 401ks? Are we at least putting in what the company matches throughout these years right before or leading up to retirement? Are we taking advantage of catch-up contributions? Saving outside of 401ks, making sure we have a good budget, things like this will help us ensure that we've saved enough. But at the end of the day, some magical number doesn't actually exist. The most important thing to make sure you've saved enough is to know that you have a plan on where your income is going to come from in retirement. The second most common thing that we hear is we don't know what healthcare is going to be like. How do we save enough for healthcare? This comes in a couple of different forms. This question does. Sometimes clients are concerned about retiring early and how they're going to get healthcare coverage between now and when maybe Medicare starts. More often, the bigger concern has to do with long-term care. This is something nobody likes to think about, nobody likes to plan for, but is absolutely necessary if you're going to have a complete plan. We have to address the likelihood, as small as it may be, or as much as we hope it doesn't ever happen to us, we have to address the likelihood that at some point, one of us might need a little bit of help with long-term care. If our plan hasn't addressed that, it can become a big issue later on. We've done videos specifically around long-term care. Look back and find one of those if that's something that you want to dig into a little bit more. Or better yet, just call us. We're happy to help. The third thing is something that we talk about quite often from not necessarily a financial standpoint, but a purpose standpoint. I actually had this conversation just yesterday in the conference room. A new person was visiting with us and they said, Craig, we just don't know what we're going to do after we retire. And the big revealing part of that is we see that when somebody's worked for a company for 20, 30, 40 years, or just in an industry for 20, 30, 40 years, they feel like their identity is tied up in that career, that job, that position that they did. And sometimes it's hard to step away and go, well, who am I going to be when I retire and I'm not doing those things anymore? What's important to understand for you is that your career is not your identity. Your career is what you did. And it may be a huge part of what you love doing, but that still doesn't mean that's who you are. You are who you are inside. That's not going to change with retirement. So look inside, dream a little bit, think a little bit bigger. That's one of our favorite things to talk about. And find out, what is it you really want to do? Create your own identity going forward. It can be really exciting, though nerve-wracking at times. And then the last one is, a lot of times people haven't really given thought to their legacy. And again, this one can be monetary or not. One of the questions we like to ask is, how do you want to be remembered? This can be, how do you want to be remembered by your community? How do you want to be remembered by your children? This is true legacy that has nothing to do with money. On the other side, on the monetary side, what do you want to happen with your money when you're done with it? Do you want it to go to charities? Do you want it to go to your loved ones? And have you had specific conversations with your loved ones about what to expect? We find that's very important to alleviate some of the stresses that come when it comes to the estate handling after one's death. It's extremely important to address all 4 of these if it's something that's keeping you up at night. If you need help addressing them, give us a shout. We'd love to see if we can help you. Part of our Confident Retirement Journey is going to walk you through all of these concerns to alleviate that little bit of stress on your life. You should be excited more than you are nervous about retirement. Till next time, keep thinking bigger. Take care.